What's going on, man? Welcome to Talk Football with me. It's your boy Football Mel, or Mel the Football Nerd, or Football Nerd Mel, FN Mel, whatever you want to call it, man. But it's Mel the Football Nerd. Uh, you guys been hearing it. I'm a football nerd. Been preaching and preaching and preaching. That's literally what the channel is. Talking football. Talk football with me. If you are a nerd, a football nerd like myself, I invite you to the channel. I invite you to challenge my views and my talking points. I don't care how old you are. You can be a 5 year old kid. Like no, I don't suggest you know what, yeah. Like no, because you're not supposed to make it for children. Teenagers, I don't need no kids. You're supposed to be at least a teenager. There's teenagers who are into sports, right? Like if you are 18, from a teenager to like a billion years old, if that's even possible for us, a person to be a billion years old alive. Whoever you are, okay? If you have opinions, if you disagree with something, I want your opinion. I want you to prove me wrong, please. Like, talk football with me, please. Like, this is what I do. I literally started this channel because that's all people wanted to do is talk football, have me explain. So I'm like, let's do it for real. But anyway, as you can see, man, I've always I've even before the playoffs started, I was going with the Seahawks. Just that team I saw, that team my Vikings played. Obviously you can see I'm a Vikings fan. It's talk Vikings with me. During the football season, when I'm talking about my Vikings, but I cover the whole league, so it's talk football with me. It's talk football with me, and then talk Vikings with me for the Vikings. A part of it. It's like I'm half Vikings, half football, so you can kind of see. Listen, this thing is it's serious, man. Like I'm not no regular, but I'm a football fan first, then I'm a Vikings fan. You know what I mean? So bear with me. But as you can see, I've been going with the Seahawks because I know my football. I thought it was gonna be them and the Steelers. The AFC has just like surprised me. I thought the Bills was gonna go. They lost. It's just been surprising. The, the the Patriots should not be here, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. But you see, I got the guns out, man. I got the guns out. I'm like, you know what? Let me put the Seahawks jersey to the side for a little bit. It is the pregame video. I know they'll win the Super Bowl, so I'll rock the Seahawks jersey after the game, and I've been wearing it a lot, all playoffs anyway. So you know what I'm saying. Had to bring the guns out today. Bring the guns out. But now, just looking at this game right here, man. Like you guys already know, I picked the Seahawks to win. I didn't even think like like they don't even belong here, But anyway, before I get into that, man, I just want to let my people know, obviously you guys know I kind of was building this thing, building this plane while I was flying it. I didn't even start before the season. Like it was in the middle of the season and it started because I got tired of like just talking and explaining, and a lot of people, a lot of people in the media business, they're just wrong. That's literally why I did this. I heard Chris Sims call a game and he didn't know he was talking about. And Chris Sims obviously know what he's talking about. And not just him, the Stephen A's, the like all of them, they don't know what they're talking. I'm big on matchups. And when you don't examine the matchups and the coaching style, and that's how you know who's gonna win the game and who's gonna be. And I'm really, really, really good at it. I was wrong on a few of them, but those were the surprises. Like who expected Josh Allen to lose that game with multiple turnovers, and he sends the game into overtime, and they still lose. All right, whatever. My thing is, I know what I'm talking about. That's why I started doing this because I will call a game, it'll go exactly how I called it. I'm like, no, and like people around me like, no, you got to do this. You like this is crazy. You got to do this. So subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I'm not lying. Let me know if what I'm saying is the truth. That I call things. Well, we're at the Super Bowl now, so I'm telling you, I've been go look at the videos. They didn't get a lot of views, and the channel's growing. Channel's growing, so I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the love and the support and subscribers going up. Um, but nah, come talk football with me. I do this. I'm the wizard. The wizardry. Is that even a word? The wizardry, whatever. Like I'm like I call it and it happens. You know what I mean? So speaking of calling things and happening, I might as well just do it right now. Like honestly, and then my takes are natural. They're like nobody. I don't even listen to anybody else because I don't want to. I don't want to, affect my thought process, or I don't want to manipulate my thought process, or something somebody else said got me thinking. I just go off my raw football intelligence. Like the Pats don't even belong in the Super Bowl. They don't. They how did they lose? How did they beat Denver? How? And I called the Pats to win that game too, but the way they play that game, they shouldn't have won. They should not have won that game at all. Like Denver gave them a touchdown. Denver fumbled in their red zone. It was crazy. Like the Pats only had like 10 or 15 yards to go. You don't fumble down there. And then Denver left a lot of points on the like they missed like two field goals. They had a fourth down conversion. They missed deep in the Pats territory. I mean, it was crazy. It should have been like 17-0 at halftime. Like I don't know how New England won. I don't know how New England beat Detroit. I mean, the Broncos. I don't know how they beat Denver. Same thing with the Texans. That game could have went either way. Multiple turnovers. It's snowy. The balls. It could have went either way. And I actually think the Texans are better. That defense, they just had a bad game. The Texans should have been here. I honestly think they have a better team. Please go look at the game. Go look at the game video between the Texans and the Patriots. Please. Like you'll be like, oh yeah, you know. So, just knowing that and seeing what I've been seeing, and I've been going with the Seahawks anyway. Like they have a complete team. They have a complete team, and then we just gifted Sam to them. That's another thing. Like this game is so unique to Vikings fan. Our GM is fired. I guess we let Sam go. It cost some people their jobs. He's in the Super Bowl now. Happy for you, Sam, but you being in the Super Bowl has caused a lot of confusion. Yeah, man. Just these two teams. It's not even close. Like it's not. Well, I shouldn't say it's not even close. The Pats made the Super Bowl, and I guess they're on like a 15 game win streak. And they had some good wins in the regular season, but what I'm seeing here in this playoffs, man, I haven't seen like a real compelling win where I'm like, yeah, them boys, yeah, they on business. They on business. Like all of their games are super close and they should have won. So I don't even think it's gonna be close. I don't even think it's gonna be close. Now they do have a good a kick returner like the boy Shaheed. The Patriots have a good kick returner, and they made the Super Bowl for a reason. Like they could be sneaky, but if you're looking at both teams, like nah. And I did the matchups with the entire team. The only position where I think the Patriots have the Seahawks is cornerbacks. Carlton Davis and the boy Gonzalez. They're serious, but Seattle is not far behind. The boy Witherspoon. You know what? I keep running my mouth. Let me do this, man. Let me do this. And I wanted to do this live. I got the software I'm doing it live on. I just can't. I guess YouTube won't let you. I tried doing it the last time. My people who rock with me know what it is. YouTube, they won't allow it. So it'll allow you to pre-record this video and play it live, but it won't let you live stream while playing this video. It's super weird. So I'm gonna premiere this video. I'm doing it today. I'm premiering a little bit, so I won't do it live, but it will play live. We'll do it live. So, but I got the software, man. I got all the little clips, and this is how I wanted to do it with these little with the Bill O'Reilly. You know what I'm saying?
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that, or the Mac.
Holy, what the heck was that?
You know what I'm saying? Like Let me.
Holy moly, what the heck was that?
I got a lot of those coming up. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, I'll leave you like, come on, man. Y'all gonna make me get on my football nerd stuff. Y'all know who John Madden is. I don't have every Madden game all in my. I just stopped playing Madden recently. I'm too old. See the gray hair. I got like important things to worry about. But even with multiple jobs, I'm like, bro, I would get a Madden every year. Every year, Madden come out. And just John Madden when he was when he was commentating. Has there been a better commentator than John Madden? All his sound effects. I'm gonna listen. This channel is gonna have a lot of Madden sound effects. The boom. That was a bonehead play. He, he was just the funniest. That's the That's our pops, man. I know there was this older dudes, just like Lombardi and all of those, but nah, bruh. John Madden is our pops. That's the pops of football. Coach Madden, gotta love him. He was so nice. Um, bro, I love John Madden. He hate flying like me. He'll take the bus everywhere. He will not fly anywhere. So man, it's gonna be a lot of John Madden sound effects. It's gonna be a lot of clips. It's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be fun on this channel. It's gonna be fun. But let's get into this thing, man. We got the Seahawks against the Pats for the big game for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm gonna add my 2 cents into it. You know. Uh, so let's get it, man. Let's go.
Welcome to Super Bowl 60, a West Coast affair. The Niners lending their pad out for the big game. New England Patriots, the designated home team, had to crawl and scratch their way here. Leo DiCaprio, Revenant style. NFL Films, John Facenda style. Madden fighting a grizzly bear in a blizzard style. The little blonde girl from Poltergeist was right. The New England Patriots are back.
And they're barreling into this one.
Hit the bowl having won 16 of their last 17 games. From 4-13 to the big dance.
Yo, how have they ha- I'm sorry. They're not that good to me. I'm sorry. Like they've won 14 of their last 15. Hey, listen. Remember those days where the AFC was the better conference? Hey, I think things are switching over. Things are switching over. Let the NFC. I actually think the NFC are a better conference. The AFC just have like the top 4 quarterbacks in the league. The NFC got great quarterbacks, but Lamar, Josh, Pat, somebody, Lamar, Josh, Pat, somebody. Yeah, they just have the top quarterbacks now. The NFC got the top teams. Anyway, let me stop. That football nerd stuff. Sorry.
Feels like watching Star Wars 9 again. Are you serious? The Empire is still a thing, but now it has to turn on its own? Because to prevail, it must defeat the dark side? The Seattle Seahawks, with a Vader-like defense leading the way, flying in hot too. Hawks, winner of 9 straight, and 13 of their last 14.
Throwing it is incomplete. Seattle takes over. Devin Witherspoon makes the play.
Yes, these two have Super Bowl history. We'll obviously get to that later. Let's not waste time. New England's bridged this year's final dance, mostly relevant in showing the Pats can overcome the elements if needed. The game will be in the Bay Area outdoors. Should it be messy and wet, New England can draw on their win over Denver, which featured a second half whiteout. It was like watching them survive the White Walkers in Game of Thorns.
Man, it's got the look of a movie set now, doesn't it? The snow globe effect taking place here at the AFC Championship game.
Hey, the AI bot just said the Game of Thorns. Isn't that show about pruning roses or something?
How did
Super
they
Bowl
win this
60
game?
features a battle versus the number 2 scoring offense in the NFL versus the number 1 scoring defense in the league. Historically, this bodes well for the 12s. The number 1 defense.
No. Don't gaslight me. Don't gaslight me. No, because Seattle just beat the number 1 offense, the Rams. It was close, but Seattle just beat them. You know why? Because Seattle has a great offense too. Top 10, maybe top 5, JSN and the way Sam and them are playing. Oh, it's the number 2 offense against the number 1. No, Seattle got the number 1 defense, and they have a top 5 offense too. This is another reason why I know this game won't be close. It won't be close. It won't be close. The Pats defense are not around the Seattle defense. Okay? Okay. You know, I'll take that back. I'll take that back. Yeah. The Pats defense are not, I was right. The Pats defense are not around the ranking. I don't think they're not top 10. Or if they are top 10, they're like at the bottom half. Seattle's number 1. But on the offensive end, Seattle's up there. They're closer in offense than they are in defense. So Seattle gets the advantage. See what I'm saying? See how I just broke that down? They just want to come out, well, the number 2 offense against the number 1 defense. So, that's kind of it's an even match. No. Where are they on the opposite ends? Exactly. This game won't be close. Listen. You're here with the wizard. You're here with the nerd. You're here with FN Mel. You're here with football nerd Mel. This is nerd stuff. Breaking it. You know what? Let me. We'll get into some more nerd stuff later. All right. But let's
points per game allowed, 8-1 in the Super Bowl against teams with the most or second most points. Seattle held teams to 17 a game this year and made it here by beating the team with the number 1 scoring offense in the league, which they've done twice this season. So they've proven they can handle the best O-faces the league can throw at them.
Yes, sir! Good job!
The Rams' number 1 scoring offense, of course. They had to weather to make it here. Only the Buccaneers and LA have scored 25-plus points on Seattle's defense this season. Rams put up 37 on them Week 16, 27 in the conference championship game.
Looking, floats one. Williams wide open and he scores. Touchdown, Rams.
Seattle sports an elite secondary, but they gave up 3 touchdowns, 374 yards to Matthew Stafford in the conference championship game. Over 10 yards per attempt allowed, a fat 127 rate. They gave up over 450 yards to him, along with 3 TDs Week 16.
If Seattle didn't, if the Rams, right, the last game, the game between the Rams and the Seahawks, okay, Seattle was up coming out of halftime. They're up like I think a field goal or 4 points or something like that. Couldn't move the ball coming out of halftime. The Rams defense did their thing, forces them to punt the ball. The Rams should have won this game. This is literally why they lost. The punt returner, y'all remember that? Go back and watch the game. Coming out of halftime, it's close. They're back and forth. You know, he fumbles the ball in their end of the field. He was like at the 15 or the 20. It was like somewhere around there. Gave Seattle a short field to score a touchdown. If that doesn't happen, and then Seattle went up 2 scores. If that doesn't, what did the Rams do? They're down like 10 or 11 points or something like that. Go right down the field and score. It was like 2 minutes or something. Right down the field, scored a touchdown. I couldn't believe it. If that doesn't happen to where that punt returner fumbled the ball, the Rams beat this game. The Rams win this game. Their offense was on fire. Yo, Matt Stafford was looking like that championship Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford was looking like the Detroit Matt Stafford. Like Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. You like that game? I called it. I'm like Jackson Smith and what's the other boy name? You know what I'm talking about? Cooper Kupp. I'm like, they're nice. That's a great pair right there. But Devontae Adams and Puka, I gotta go with Puka. I gotta go with the Rams. It was just too close. The game was too close, and if they hadn't had that fumble, that punt return fumble right after halftime, the Rams would have won this game. The Rams would have won this game, man. So they got lucky. Y'all got lucky on that one.
To go right side, caught. Puka at the 20. Puka at the 10. Puka touchdown!
Spoon, great 2025. Gave up 136 yards in the conference championship win. Reek Woolen with a bad penalty, plus 57 yards and 2 TDs allowed. Josh Jobe, 72 yards allowed. Seattle's DBs gave up 165 yards and a touchdown to Puka Nakua, 89 yards and a TD to Devontae Adams.
Slow down, going deep. Nakua's open. He has got it. Touchdown.
It's the only thing I'm worried about. This is a matchup I'm gonna watch closely. Cause Witherspoon, I don't even remember the other dude's name. The Rams put it on them. You see them? You see the numbers? The Rams put it on them. So if the Pats can do that same thing and stretch the field, that's their weakest part of their defense is the secondary. They got all right safety. Like they got an all right secondary, but it's not the strength of their team. So hopefully that defensive line can put a pressure on it because the Pats don't have a great offensive line either. Like, bro, I'm the matchups in this game. Well, it's the Super Bowl. The closer they get to the Super Bowl, the closer the matchups are. So, but, like I said, I think Denver, the Bills, the Texans would have made a better Super Bowl. The Seahawks are way better than this team. Only at the cornerback position, they might have a slight advantage too over the Seahawks. They don't have better receivers. They don't have a better defense. They don't have better pass rushers. They don't have a better offensive line. They don't have a better than anything. I don't know, maybe the running back, but the boy Charbonnet got injured. Even at running back, Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet, that duo. Like I don't who is this Seattle's GM Snyder or something like that. That man need his flowers. He need his flower. He need to be GM of the year or something like that. Like whatever. Him and the Patriots GM too now because they always in the Super Bowl. But that Seattle GM, he need his flowers like for real.
Corner Nick Amenwari, safety Julian Love, Kobe Bryant held their own versus LA. Nakua has proven to be a little bit of a kryptonite for them, but if you don't have puka shells to hit them with, it's a different story. Their secondary held wide receivers to the lowest rate in the game this year.
Not in that game. This year, but not in that game.
Struggling versus Stafford makes sense too based on the year he's had. He's an MVP finalist. But so is May. First in completion percentage, yards per attempt, rating.
Hey, no disrespect. There's a reason why the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Hey, listen, the last few games y'all haven't impressed me, but that's impressive. That's impressive. 31 touchdown, 8 interceptions, 113. That was his rate on the season? Hey, my bad, Drake. My bad, Drake. I mean, I know you were great, but like, he was number 1 in QB rating all season. This could be a little closer than I'm going over what I'm seeing in these playoffs, the big games. But look at his numbers for the season. He's number 1 in rating. Okay, all right, okay. Anything can happen. All right. I still think the Seahawks gonna smoke. The Seahawks have way more firepower. Okay, but that's impressive right there. Like, I'm sorry.
2025, ridiculous season.
Have a little fun, you hear me? It's okay to smile.
Yes, sir.
May guiding the offense to 28 points per game in 2025, most yards per play of any team.
Great job, fellas. Come on, this is the one right here. This is the one right here.
But New England's high-scoring offense hasn't shown up in the playoffs. The last 3 games, 16 points versus the Chargers, 21 versus Houston, 10 versus Denver.
And May chased and thrown down. And a loss of 9.
Weather and tough defenses factors. In fact, no team before New England has beaten that many elite defenses in a row in the playoffs. Chargers, 9th in points per game allowed. Texans, 2nd. Broncos, 3rd. And now they take on number 1. Chargers pass rush, 10th in sacks. Houston, 7th. Denver, 1st.
That is true, though. You got to give him that. They've been beating teams with top defenses. That Chargers defense, all right. That Chargers defense, that Texans defense, that Texans defense. Forget the Texas defense. That Bronco. Yeah. They're beating the top there, but I'm saying it gets a little tricky. Like snowy weathers where everybody's not playing right. You know me, you know I hate bad weather games, especially snowy games. I'd rather a wet game than a snowy game. All right? Like the field being wet is a little different than snow. Like I don't know, playing like when you playing in the rain, man, you're already sweating and wet anyway, so it's like whatever. But that snow, you can't even run the ball, you can't even run your routes right. Everybody's slipping and falling down. When the field is wet, it's not as slippery as when it's snowing. It's wet. It's just wet. You're not. It's different. Just change your cleats. But when it's snowy and ice and all of that, like no, no.
Seattle tied with Houston. May took 5 sacks versus the Broncos. He's taken 5 sacks in each playoff game.
And brought down, and it's 4th and goal from 4 yards out.
First key
That
matchup
offensive
to
line.
watch for then, Seattle's defensive ends versus New England's tackles.
Bro, what are they gonna do against these pass rushers from Seattle? What are they gonna do against these pass rushers from Seattle? Like they are not gonna stop these boys, man. They're not gonna stop DeMarcus and them coming through there. Like y'all seen Seattle do this all playoffs. You like that offensive line. They've allowed 5 sacks each game the last few games. 5 in at least. Imagine them going against this pass rush of Seattle. Like, bro, it's just matchups. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep pausing the video, but it's nerd stuff. Just breaking down these. That was the point I wanted to make. Their offensive line is not good against the rush. A bunch of sacks each of the last few games. And Seattle have one of the greatest pass rushers, a rushing team in the league right now. How you think that's gonna happen? How you think that's gonna work out? That offensive line against that pass rush. How is that gonna work out? Like, come on, bro. Like,
Rookie left tackle Will Campbell has allowed 4 sacks across his 3 postseason games, gave up 5 pressures, and a 17% pressure rate in their win over Denver. That's really high. He gave up 8.5 sacks for the season, too. Vet right tackle Morgan Moses has given up 4 sacks in their 3 playoff wins, 1 in their wild card win, gave up 2 in their win over Houston, and another in their win over Denver.
It's just a great job by the front of Denver, who's been amazing all year.
Seattle's pass rush, top 10 in sacks this year. A committee approach, front 4 with 6 to 7 sacks each. Not
what ain't gonna happen if they gave up 5 to Denver and 5 to the Texans? It's like, what do you think is gonna happen if a deer wanders into like the lion's cage? What do you think is gonna happen? Or they let a lion that was in his cage, they let him out. And they put him to where the deers are at. And he's hungry. What's going to happen? What's going to happen in that situation? Do I have to tell you? What's going to happen to a team that allows a lot of sacks? Playing a team that is good sacking the opponent's quarterback. What is going to happen? We're going to have an at least 5 sack Super Bowl. This game is not going to be close, y'all. Okay? Listen, it's not going to be an enjoyable Super Bowl, which I hate. I like a competitive game, okay? Like that Rams. I told y'all, if y'all been watching my channel, that Rams game and the Seahawks game was our Super Bowl. And it was entertaining. I would have rather that game to be the Super Bowl than this. These teams are not evenly matched at all. At all. Now, they got a good quarterback who's putting up all his numbers and all of that, but he got to go play against Seattle. Like, I know he's faced a few good defenses, but all bad weather games. Denver game, bad weather game. The Texans game, bad weather game. This is not the regular season. This is not the regular season.
needing much blitzing help either. Uchenna Nwosu has a very healthy 16% pressure rate in the postseason. DeMarcus Lawrence leads the team with 7 playoff pressures, a sack in back-to-back games, 1 in 3 of his last 4.
Big trouble, dropped and sacked, ball is out. And they're going to say he was down as DeMarcus Lawrence gets home.
Battles
Marcus
inside
Lawrence.
our big two. DT's Byron Murphy and Leonard Williams throwing bows with center Garrett Bradbury, who gave up a 10% pressure rate versus the Broncos.
Hey, man. No diss to Bradbury, right? He used to be a Viking for a long time. Bradbury was cheap, right? We didn't even have to pay him like a lot of money. I think we drafted him. But anyway, I remember he's a super undersized center. Hey, props to the guy he's in the Super Bowl. Super undersized center. Maybe he's gotten bigger or whatever. But our problem with Bradbury, bro, Bradbury used to get lifted off the ground like a like what's them things in training camp? The when they doing their little drills. Like, bro, it was bad. It was bad. He's not a great center. Now he's athletic. He's athletic. He can run. He's like a overgrown fullback or something. You know what I mean? He's like an undersized lineman, but he's a lineman. So you can use him. He's as a pulling. You can use him in his little stunt in his little. You know what I mean? But as far as like blocking D lineman, oh no, oh no. So, so he's their center. He's their center. We know Garrett Bradbury very well here in Minnesota. He is their center. He got to go play against that pass rush. It's not happening, man. Good luck to him.
That's high for a center, 3 pressures allowed, and rookie left guard Jared Wilson, who gave up a 13% pressure rate in his latest
Rookie
outing.
left guard.
Plus, he gave up a sack, which he allowed 8.5 of during the regular season.
Just got back to the line of scrimmage. Zach Allen brought him down.
If you're pro Hawks, you'd note that Lawrence's sack of Stafford, their only one in the 3 games they played in, which is partially why their secondary struggled to slow him down, and Nakua. May's line less likely to hold up like LA's did. But check this out. The last 7 games May's taken 4+ sacks. He's won them all. He's the first quarterback to ever win 3 playoff games while taking 5 sacks in each.
Those games could have went either way. That's my point. You know that. You don't have that much turnovers and that much sacks and win the game.
It wasn't ideal.
May is great versus the blitz. Seattle doesn't blitz much. Hawks didn't fare great versus tight ends in 2025. Gave up 59 yards to Jake Tonjes in the divisional, 62 yards to Colby Parkinson a couple of weeks ago.
Stafford's turn on play action. Float one deep. Parkinson, beauty, and he's still on his feet.
New England's tight end, Hunter Henry, led the team with 7 touchdowns this year.
Play pass.
They do got a good tight end.
Henry's got it to the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Good game versus the Chargers in the wild card, but less than 13 yards in each of the following 2 outings. The cornerback wide receiver matchups: Witherspoon, Joe, Woolen.
This is that we at the meat and potatoes of it. I'm telling you, matchups, my favorite thing. And even with the coaches, the offensive coordinator going against the defensive coordinator, those cat and mice games. Like, that's what makes the game, these matchups. Now they got a good tight end, so but I'm telling you, it's not gonna work against Seattle. Like, they got good now. The tight ends are usually covered by like safeties and linebackers. Seattle's not like known for like great coverage linebackers. They're good for great run defense, but not great covering linebackers. So they got to watch that. But I think they'll adjust. And when the tight end goes beyond the linebackers, the safeties, the safeties are usually, the corners on the outside or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe they'll have a few design things to their tight end because that's an advantage I think they have on Seattle. But man, not really. Like, it's just not really.
And Emanwari versus Demario Douglas, Mac Hollins, Stephon Diggs, who's making sure Kayshawn's booty's not the only big one in the big game, over 1,000 yards in 2025, most first down receptions on the team.
Complete. Diggs, and he's fired up with that 14-yard catch for a first.
And this is the only place they might have, like I already said before, because Seattle corners are not all of that to me. Colby, the boy Brian Witherspoon and them, they can play, but Stephon Diggs and the boy Booty in them, that'll be an interesting matchup. They might have a little edge But everywhere else, Seattle got it.
Drake will pop in that old Jamie Foxx, Tommy Davidson classic. May is fond of them too. On the field, that is. Kayshon Boutte leads them with 16 yards per catch. He's hauled in some gems.
Deep down the right side for Kayshon Boutte. Reaches out with the right hand. Pulls it in. Touchdown! Patriots!
Return of the Mac has come up big for them all year long. Third this year in targets, receptions, first down catches on the team, over 500 yards.
Flea flicker back to May, who throws it down the field. Is caught. It is Hollins with the reception.
Douglas, their X factor, not usually too prominent, but over 30 receptions for the season, so has shown up in spots. Ramondre Stevenson has been showing up in more than just spots. He's been the most consistent offensive contributor during their playoff run, 70-plus yards back-to-back games.
Stevenson, great drive starter.
Absolutely huge. Got to be able to run the ball in these conditions.
Only 2.8 a carry versus Denver in the snow, but a 4.6 guy for 2025.
But
and
Seattle got a good
Travion
run
Henderson.
defense.
He led the team in rushing yards for the season.
Give to Travion, runs into the right, stop and start. He accelerates past the 40, 35-30, 25-20. Chased by a pair of Bills who won't catch him.
This will be
Touchdown,
interesting to watch too,
Patriots!
because
Only 3 carries last week, fewer than 30 yards in each playoff game. Hawks defense isn't easy to run on if you're a back. Henderson
They got
and
good running
Stevenson
backs, but the
taking on
Hawks got a
linebackers
great run
Ernest
defense.
Jones and Drake Thomas. Seattle held running backs to 3.5 a carry in 2025. Lowest in the land held Kyron Williams to 3.9 a carry in the conference championship game.
Kyron Williams eludes one tackle.
This is an interesting matchup right here.
They did
Their
allow
running backs
Blake
versus
Corum
their
to hit
run
it
defense.
6-1 per try, a touchdown and 55 yards. And while they were tough on running backs this year, they gave up 5 a carry to signal callers on the run. Only 3 teams gave up more.
Young is going to run it himself and take it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
linebackers.
So keep your eyes on May. He's a ZZ Top guy, ran for 65 yards and a touchdown to get them to the dance, has
Yeah,
legs and knows how
Drake
to
will take
use them,
off, too.
has rushed for 40-plus yards in a game 7 times this season.
He can run.
Race is the defender, and the Patriots now only need to fall on it, kneel on it, and they can make
young,
their
he
plans
can
for
run.
Santa Clara.
The Patriots may be the home team, but this will be the 10th game they've played away from their own stadium this season. They don't seem to mind. They're a perfect 9-0 as the road team.
There's no
San
denying what a
Francisco.
special season this has been for the Pats.
We said all along, you got to be willing.
This is like a home game for Seattle. They're out west.
Seattle, meantime, more than familiar with playing games at the Blue Jeans Bowl. They play there once a year, so players know what it can be like. They played there a month ago to wrap the season, won the game
a home
too.
game for them.
In fact, Mike McDonald, 2-0 there since taking over as head coach.
Seattle is going to win this football game.
Heck, Sam Darnold spent a year there with the Niners. They didn't want him, so he left to Minnesota. They didn't want him. As the
Sam will be
Seahawks brass
comfortable
sent the
over there.
Vikings an edible arrangements or something to thank them, Yosemite Sam can already turn in a stack of receipts.
Hey, listen. I'm not gonna let you do that. We did want him, okay? He wanted more money. So he didn't want us, but we wanted him. It's just the money wasn't right. It's blasphemous.
He's
We miss you, Sam. Good luck in the Super Bowl, but we miss you, okay?
collected since the Jets gave up on him, but now he's on the doorstep of pulling off a career turnaround, more improbable than Happy Gilmore making the PGA.
Wide open, reaching out, touchdown, Seahawks!
Sam Darnold is in a rhythm.
The knock on Darnold was that he sees ghosts in the big game. Yeah, he saw plenty versus the Rams to advance. He looked like Pac-Man, gobbling up Blinky, Inky, Pinky, and Clyde. 346 yards, 3 TDs, no picks, over 9.5 yards per attempt for a fat 127 rate.
Some pressure though. Hit as he throws, man open, touchdown, Seattle!
Clyde, was he like Casper's kid or something? Or was his name Stinky and he just told people his name was Clyde? Seattle's offense 28.4 points per game to New England's 28.8 this year, and unlike the Pats, Seattle's offense has been firing on all cylinders this postseason. 34 points versus San Francisco, 31 versus LA.
Hit, throws, end zone, caught! Last week it was a Shaheed Quake, a Bobo Quake on this one.
This Super
They're
Bowl
on
pitting
another
a
level.
number
They're
2
on
scoring
like some
offense
other stuff.
versus a number 1 scoring defense on the one side, the number 3 scoring offense versus the number 4 scoring defense on the other. So I think we have the right teams tangoing. New England held teams to 18 a game during the regular season, haven't allowed 17 to anybody in the playoffs.
First to goal inside the 10 and you stop it 4 straight plays. Way to go, defense.
They also only allowed 2 teams.
Manipulate the stats. Yeah, they haven't allowed, but they haven't scored more than 17 either because of these snowy games. Like, what are we talking? Anyway, all right, sorry. Let them talk. Let them cook.
Teams 25 plus points in a game this year. Buffalo 35 in week 15, 27 allowed to Miami all the way back in week 2. Their secondary has held the last 10 quarterbacks to fewer than 195 yards.
Touchdown, Patriots!
This is what I'm talking about. Their secondary is serious. I like their secondary. Carlton Davis and Gonzalez.
They're going nuts, and you gotta love it.
Maybe one of the biggest one-on-one matchups of the game, 0 versus 11. Christian Gonzalez is New England's CB1. He's a stud and he travels. He did get beat early versus Denver on that long pass to Marvin Mims, but he made up for it by coming up with a pick. He's holding quarterbacks to a sub-40 rate in the playoffs.
This is a deep throw, and it is picked off. Waiting for it was Gonzalez.
JSN, the monster
A1.
2025 season, 1,700 plus yards, looked the part of best receiver in the game in their conference championship win. A touchdown, 10 catches on 12 targets, 153 yards. He's the dude's rug.
Launching deep, going down there, it's caught, and hanging on, and Smith and Jake.
I can't wait for that matchup. Because Gonzalez, you can't hold that boy JSN. JSN is on another planet right now. I can't wait for. Listen, it's the Super Bowl, man. So all of these matchups, I can't wait for. Even the ones that I think the Seahawks have an advantage, like this one, I know. I know for sure. The Pats, they have a low leverage, but the Pats cornerbacks, the Pats secondary is better than the Seahawks secondary. But the Seahawks receiving core is crazy. So yeah, like New England, you have great cornerbacks, but them Seahawks receivers, can't wait for that matchup. Can't wait for that matchup. Can't wait for the Stevenson running the New England running back against the Seattle run defense. Because New England have a great running game. Seattle have a great run defense. So when an unstoppable force meet how does that say? How does that go? How does that saying go? When an unstoppable force meet a unmovable object. I can't wait. I can't wait. I want the strength to let me see. Let me
Then we get corner Carlton Davis has locked it up in the playoffs.
He's my favorite
Cooper
one.
Kupp.
Problem.
A sweet taste of revenge. Scored versus LA, like Frank the Tank giving into those frat kids. It tastes so good when it hits your lips.
The middle, Cooper Kupp, it's in! Kupp against his former team.
That leaves cornerback Marcus Jones to track Rashid Shaheed. Obviously, it won't be like that every snap. The need for speed, their X factor at wideout. Only one catch versus the...
That might be a problem. That boy Shaheed is a cheater. Who's gonna who like what?
Rams, but it went for 51 yards.
Gonna float one deep, has a man, Shaheed! A bomb to Rashid!
Runs past everybody.
Heck of a start.
Jake Bobo in option 2, he caught one of Darnold's 3 conference championship TD passes. New England did not handle wide receivers great overall this season. They gave up 17 touchdowns to the position, a 98 rate, which was 24th. But with Jalen Hawkins and Craig Woodson at safety, they fared much better versus tight ends and running backs.
And there the denial.
Oh.
Incomplete. Knocked away by Marcus Jones.
A.J. Barner has been very quiet in the play.
So they got some new safeties that kind of, you see how the defense worked? So it was probably the corners' jobs were strenuous. I'm telling you, when you don't have a good middle, like it put a lot of pressure on the corners. So the corners weren't really producing because of the safeties weren't. So they get a new safety in there that's better. So the corners start playing better now because that inside help is there. And it's Brad, listen.
playoffs, but was second on the team in receptions and TDs this year.
Gets hit as he throws. Ball is caught near side. Touchdown!
Just all juice, man. That guy just brings it.
And Darnold uses his backs plenty, connected with George Holani 3 times. He's their fill-in for Zach Charbonnet, and Kenneth Walker with 49 receiving yards to go along with 62 rush yards versus LA, made a trip to Bob Ross land.
Walker gets it again. Tries to sprint to the edge. He's so fast. He gets there. Touchdown, Seattle.
Walker had to grind on the ground, only 3-3 a try. Still a hot player heading into the final frame, 100-plus scrimmage yards 3 straight games.
Yeah, that boy
Linebackers
Kenneth.
Christian Ellis and Robert Spillane await. Pats held running backs to 3.9 a carry in 2025 and are holding them to a league-best 2.4 per carry in the playoffs.
Go to the ground. They get backed up. Loses about 3 yards.
Pats defensive tackles will factor heavy versus Walker as well, while also trying to heat up Darnold. Pats weren't a heavy bag team during the regular season, but they buried Justin Herbert 6 times in the wild card.
They got a good
CJ
pass rush,
Stroud
too.
3 times the next week, and then Jarrett Stidham 3 times.
Backing
They got a good
up.
pass rush,
The
too.
ball comes out. Is that a fumble? Is that a live ball? It's picked up.
E.T. Milton Williams,
Seattle's
2
better,
playoff
but
sacks, 9
they got a good
pressures.
pass rush,
Christian
too.
Barmore, a sack and 7 pressures, squabbling up with Seattle's guards, Anthony Bradford and Gray Zabel, center Jalen Sundell. Bradford gave up the only sack their line was blamed for versus the Rams. Darnold took 3. Bradford gave up a hefty 8 pressures and a really high 20% pressure rate.
4-man rush. Pressure. Darnold in trouble and dropped.
Edge battles. Seattle's left tackle Charles Cross, right tackle Abraham Lucas against New England edge rushers that move around. Hopefully one of them is Harold Landry. He missed last game with a knee injury, 8.5 bags in 2025. Kaylavon Chason is a certainty, and he's been balling in the postseason. 3 sacks, 14 QB pressures.
Yeah, but like that O-line didn't give. I didn't look at that. That Seattle O-line didn't give up sacks though to the Rams though. They were pressured, but like Darnold, I think he got sacked like 1 time, right? So like, why are we even?
Second most.
This D-line, when they get going, watch out.
They do have a great pass rush, a great defensive
Anthony
line.
Jennings
But the
has
Hawks
a
have a
couple of
great
sacks
offensive
in the
line.
postseason
So-
as well. Jelani Tavai, Elijah Ponder, others who rotate through or play more should Landry not heal. Darnold, though, is like May. He's taken 3+ sacks 5 times and won every time.
Tell you what, how about our quarterback?
Mike McDonald's first Super Bowl experience. I saw a comment last week that he deserves more pub for what he's done. I agree. McDonald, by the way, believes in his defense. Only went for it 12 times on 4th down this year, fewest of any team.
Yeah! Let's just get I'm a freaking great game.
Robert De Niro's long-lost son has been through the hoopla before, but this is Mike Vrabel's first Super Bowl dance as head coach. Vrabel tried it on 25 4th downs, tied for 20th, so not a lot either. Converted 72% of the time, though, second best.
Hey, you got to believe them before you can see. And from the time that we started, you did everything that we asked you to do.
Pats have a great punt return man in Marcus Jones, second-team All-Pro.
They do too. That's who Marcus Jones. He can fly too. But like this is crazy. Like everywhere the Pats are good at, the Seahawks are good there too, but a little better. Like he can fly too. Look at him. Look at him. But the Hawks have Shaheed. It's like, come on, man. They have JSN and Cooper Cup. Stephon Diggs and Booty, but they have, it's like wherever they're strong, even the pass rushers. The Pat has a great pass rush, but that Seahawks pass rush, it's just wherever they're good at, the Hawks are a little better there too. Only, I think, only, and I've said it a few times, I'm not going to say, only at cornerback, the cornerback position. And that's it. Like,
Took 2 to the crib.
To the house. Touchdown, Patriots.
Andres Borregales played footsie for the team, missed twice in the snow. Hasn't been money in the bank per se. He did hit from 59 yards out this season.
Right where we needed to be.
Should the Hawks need a toe, Jason Myers can get you a toe faster than Walter. Heck, he'll get you a toe by 1 o'clock. 20 for 22 on field goal tries his last 8 games, hasn't missed an extra point all year, 57 is long for the season. There are ways, dude.
Jason Myers with his 6th field goal of the day.
Believe me, you don't want to know, but there are ways. Michael Dixon, second-team all-punter. Shaheed had the huge kickoff return versus San Francisco. You kick the ball to him, make sure you put in a call to Kenny Loggins. You're entering the danger zone, Lana.
Try to trip him, you'll get him to the end zone. Holy catfish!
Seahawks 8-2 versus 500-plus teams, 8-1 away from the nest.
Took every single one of us to win this game.
Love you guys, man. Hey, we got one more left.
New England 4-2 versus above 500 teams, have beat the last 3 of those types of teams in a row, obviously.
It's how are we going to win the next game? Okay, we're going to take our belief, we're going to take our identity, and we're going to go on the road.
Dave Portnoy will probably be there. Has to buy a ticket, actually, so maybe not. I don't know if he can afford one. And I don't believe Miss Peaches is allowed to go either way, or the other Beagle guy. First time we've seen 3 Super Bowl rematches in a row. KC, San Francisco, then KC, Philadelphia, and now New England, Seattle. Now you know, and you know what G.I. Joe says.
Hey! Hey! That's a big score!
Man, this year went by fast. Hope everybody has the best Super Sunday you can have. A genuine thank you to all the regulars who hung at the game preview bar this season. What we learned, I see you, sir. Appreciate you and so many other cool fans who just enjoy football without hot takes needed. Get plenty of random thoughts, of course, but as one of you pointed out, comes with doing 250 plus previews per season. The bartender of that hole-in-the-wall joint is real, by the way.
Hey, bro, don't talk like that. We'll be right back in a few months. Why he talking like that? Like we'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? It was been a good season, you know, but I've enjoyed you, dog. We'll be right back in a few months. He's talking like this is over, and I mean, we'll be right back. A little vacation away from football, but as a matter of fact, it's never a vacation. All through the off season, man, watch.
AI could not spill as many drinks as I do. Chris Tonga, come on, man. Who is this bozo? Like I remind everybody, I'm not artificial, and I'm certainly not intelligent. Just a doofus in a bag who is really lucky to do what he does. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Have a wonderful
respect to my man
off-season.
GPG.
See you all soon in Throwback Land, and back here for some preseason primers this summer. And now for a look back at the first New England-Seattle Super Bowl, one of the all-time Super Bowl snoozers.
Welcome to the University of Phoenix Stadium, where the grandest stage in American sports is set for Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
Was it the first one or the second one? It's the one they lost?
All for this moment. It's about honor. It's about respect. We win this game, you're honored. Your kids are honored. Your families are honored. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Super Bowl 49 matched the Seahawks season almost perfectly. Bruising and relentless, Seattle's defense delivered.
The one they won.
Their offense scratched and clawed for every yard.
Okay.
They contested every play.
Takes a snap, steps up, fires a
Oh, Wagner. Wagner picked him off in that game? Yeah, this is the one the Patriots lost.
2 minutes to go. We got 3 timeouts. We need a touchdown to win. We've been doing this all year. Let's go do it again.
The Seahawks were built to always compete. The Super Bowl is their stage. This was their moment.
3-man rush. Russell looks left, throws the wheel route. Lynch down there, makes the catch. They just run out of bounds on the far side.
Russell was in his bag.
4-man rush this time. He's got it. He didn't pull the throw. This is going to lay it up over the top this time. Hurts reaching up. Ball stopped.
Oh, I remember this.
Holy catfish.
I remember this. This the one that decided to throw it at the 1 yard line.
It wasn't a miracle. It
Bruh.
was just Seahawks
Like,
football.
listen. You know what? Seattle won a Super Bowl, so they couldn't have been. But, bro, if in NFL history, this had to be the most hurtful moment. Look at this last drive. Now I remember which Super Bowl it was. Look at this last drive. Look at that. Look at that. Curse. Yeah, that was his name, right? Curse. Look at that catch. The cornerback thought the ball was incomplete. Like it fell, it bounced off a knee, it bounced off an elbow. He ended up catching it on the ground. Somebody had a catch like that. Listen, man, check this channel out. We're gonna be going through all the old NFL films too. We're gonna be going through the best catches, the best matchups. That it's gonna be fun all off season. Well, yeah, like that drive, that was God saying, Seattle, I'm giving you this game, okay? I'm giving you this game. Tom Brady is throwing interceptions all over the place. It's like they're giving the game away. Last drive, you drive down the field, you come down here, and then they have Marshawn on the wheel route out the end zone, big completion, come down here. Look who's on the screen. You have beast mode. It later on came out, it was some politics involved and whatever, man. Just win your Super Bowl and talk all that politics stuff later on. Give it a beast mode. Oh my God, that had to hurt Seattle fans. Was that the most hurtful moment in Super Bowl history? I know y'all won the Super Bowl before, the year before, but like, golly, I would have been fire everybody, fire everybody, fire the coach, fire the GM, fire everybody.
Amount of damage today. He's run the ball well. Hustle under center. He hands to Lynch. He goes left. He pounds it down to the one.
Now,
give it to him again.
Inches, 1 short yard was all that separated Seattle from a second straight Lombardi trophy.
Seattle huddling up, down 4, but on the verge of the lead. With 33 seconds and counting. Russell Wilson extends the hands he has. Wilson, quick throw, and it's good. Intercepted. Intercepted by Malcolm Butler. Oh my God!
Tom Brady was screaming like a schoolgirl. Yo, because he thought he lost. Every Patriots fan thought they lost. The game was over. Marshawn Lynch had gave like a on an obvious running down to he gave him like what 5, 6, 7 yards. They're at the 1 yard line. Marshawn Lynch is your running back, and you throw the ball. Tom was like, ah! He was jumping there. He was like a kid. That was a kid moment. He's jumping and screaming. Shout out to the GOAT, man. But you scream like a schoolgirl, Tom. Like what? Like these people sometimes they understand me, and you see your screen. The video is pretty much over, but the analysts they usually let me see. I hear Tom Brady screaming like a girl. Oh, okay. This is what I wanted to see. Oh, somebody picked the Pats. See the last two down here, that dude face came and covered it, but I just wanted to see who. I guess they know that all season. I've been calling games, and there are always like more of these the football analyst people or whatever. They'll always go with the opposite. I'm telling you, they've been wrong all season. They're right here though. It's obvious. Like it's obvious. I've broken it down. I can break it down more, but like no. But you hear what I'm saying? When it comes to matchups, it's only like 1 or 2 areas where the Pats might have an advantage over the Seahawks. But like this thing is not going to be close. Like I'm not, it's not going to be close if you know your football. This thing is not going to be close. It's not going to be like it's going to be a little competitive, but like it's not going to be like no. I mean anything could happen though. It is the NFL. These dudes are in the Super Bowl. I mean both teams are good. Anything could happen, but I don't think this thing is going to be close. It's not going to be. I don't even think it's going to be entertaining. It's not even like the Pats will make some noise, but it won't even be entertaining, man. You know? Yeah, but you see what it is. You see what's going on. Like, I don't even think this thing is gonna be close. Like, it's not gonna be close, man. Uh, just everywhere the Pats are good at, the Seahawks are a little better. It's just I honestly think like the Texans, the Bills, or the Broncos would have made a better Super Bowl game. I think they're better than the Pats just watching these playoffs. I don't think, it's not even gonna be it's not even gonna be a close game, like honestly. Like, you know, and like these Patriots, man. I got a long history with the Patriots. Like they always beat the team, not a sole loser. And then I used to live in North Carolina, okay? I was a Panthers fan. That was like my high school sweetheart. The Vikings is my wife. Okay, we're married for life. Panthers was the high school. But I used to live in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. I used to love the Panthers. And that was the first team I remember the Patriots beat them. So I went years not liking the Pats. And that whole deflate gate thing came out and it was like ugh. So I mean like I went a long time without liking them anyway, so I don't, but just in all fairness, man, the Seahawks have a way better team in all different. Like I just gotta, I don't know, like that, and then one of my best friends, because he knew I didn't like the Patriots, right? And for some reason, Madden used to always make them because during the Tom Brady era, like the Pats was just you couldn't. So he would just always play with Tom Brady and the Pats, and I couldn't stand that because I was great at Madden. I started to, get on my Madden thing. I started winning, but the dude was just always win. He would just always whoop me with the with the Patriots and Tom Brady in these close games too. So yeah, like I don't really care for the Patriots like that. I don't. I got different reasons. The Patriots, the Eagles, and obviously the Packers. I'm a Vikings fan. Any NFC North team, especially the Packers. You know what I mean? But regardless, Seahawks have a way better team, and just the Pats haven't impressed me in all playoffs. And I got just reasons why I don't rock with them. But shout out to them boys, man. Gotta give them their respect. They got players that I like. I like their defense. I like their cornerbacks. This game is gonna be. It's the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl. I can't wait to see the matchups. It's gonna be some interesting matchups. But I just think, not even I think. I just know, man. The Hawks have a greater advantage. But I will go live for the game right before the game like all the way through halftime, just talking football, rambling football, my thoughts, my thoughts. So join me, talk football with me. Let me know if I know what I'm talking about, if I don't know what I'm talking about, as far as matchups, as far as calling the game, as far as my wizardry. Instead of, I gotta look this up. But I catch you guys after the game, man. Have a great day, great Super Bowl. Have a great weekend. Catch you guys later. Skol, baby. I'm gonna have the whole league, all fans saying Skol. Skol, baby.